very good college basketball game. Proud of our kids. I told them that I thought we would have a chance to win. If they play great, it'd be hard for us to win. I thought they played great. I thought Vandy, 19 points and 7 boards that they got from the Jones kid off the bench. We felt they had to play, a pretty air-free basketball game, and they did. If they played just a tad off, we probably win that game. But our kids did a nice job. They were hungry, came in here. We got some kids that came to us in some various ways, and I thought that they hung in there. We just couldn't finish at the end, and we talked about that. But I'm proud of our guys. But, I thought we lost to, in my opinion, what I think is the best team on our schedule.
Questions for Coach and junior Ryan Harrell?
The three-point shooting, it seemed like the last game, kind of fell in love with it for a stretch, and they just weren't following.
And you know what, at the 7:39 mark, I told my guys in here, I said that I thought we got a really good basketball team because I didn't think we were playing very well. When we were playing well, we hit threes. And so the threes we were working, I looked up, I think we were down 2 or it was tied. And I looked at him and I said that I needed a signature moment. I thought we were pretty good because when you don't really shoot like that, and you come to Vanderbilt and you come in the SEC on the road and you lose where we lost, you got a good team. So we know now that, again, if we made a couple of shots, Manny's a much better shooter. Manny makes a couple of shots, what happens, especially in that run when we had it. So there'll be times it won't go. That's part of what we do. There'll be times we shoot it a little bit more, but that's part of how we play. The 3-point line is part of our offense.
Why didn't y'all, I think I know the answer to this, but why didn't y'all press more?
Well, if you look at the minutes, I knew going in I was only going to play. I couldn't get 8 or 9 deep coming in random. I knew I was going to play with my starting 5. I kept looking at Ryan, and he was tired. And I thought there would be a moment that we would really turn up, and we did, and we turned up. So you got to be careful what happens when you don't do that. We wanted to catch him on guard, so we kept letting him, just thinking we were just going to fall back, and then boom, when we turn it on, we got a couple of turnovers. So when you're coming on the road in the SEC, you got to be careful about when you press. One of the most pressing people in the world is Rick Pitino, and he stopped pressing. So I got to be a lot more careful when I've got a good team and when to press. And I thought we turned it on at the right time.
Talk about the offensive adjustments in the second half, feeding the ball into Kurt a lot. He had a run, scored 9 out of 11 points.
Well, the thing we talked about at halftime, for us to be really good, we've got to get, as I said, close to 50 paint touches. We got 17 paint touches in the first half. And so that's the whole thing we're talking about. We've got to get the ball inside. We've got to get paint touches. Not so much paint scores, but we got to get paint touches. So when you're playing a front line like those guys, and some of we won't see anybody as big and physical as those guys. And so I wanted to make sure to see if we could still get the ball in the paint. So what happens is, I think we ended up with 51 paint touches. For us, that's great. And a lot of that was Ryan Harrell getting to the paint. Paint touches are just scores from the post, as I said before. We just had to get paint touches against these guys.
You mentioned the Jones kid off the bench for Vanderbilt. Why was he a problem for you?
His size. I mean, when you're in major, you don't have that type of size. I thought Curtis Washington was too big, to be honest with you. But they kept throwing so many guys. And so, we knew he was a freshman. And again, what I didn't want is that other guy, whoever that other guy, I knew that Odom and McClendon would play well. I didn't want that other guy. And whoever the other guy might be, well, the other guy was a big fella, and he was terrific. And if he doesn't like Vandy, he has a home in Atlanta.
Ryan, talk about obviously a team that you've seen before. Talk about how you felt about your performance against an SEC team that you'd seen before.
I think this is the best I did against them. Playing them 4 times, but I just had some mental lapses that kind of hurt the team today. But I think those guys have been playing together for a long time, so they know each other and they were gelling up well together. We really just started, we being new to the team. We got a long season, and I just think once we get in March, we'll be like a really, really good team, and we're gonna have those mental lapses that we had today.
The coach says he thinks this is the best team on your schedule. When you look at the schedule and see a team like this early, what does that do for your competitive juices coming in?
Well, we all know how my last game against Vanderbilt was. So my competitive juices was going since the summertime when I saw this game on the schedule. And I kept telling the guys, I really want to win this game. I'm not like a big talker, but I've been talking to them a lot about this game. And, it hurts to lose, but it was good to see that we can play with these type caliber teams and hold our own. And like I said, it's still early in the season.
So what do you work on? What do you go back and try to fix?
We just keep doing what we're doing. Again, I mean, we have to shoot the ball better, but I'm happy with, I didn't know this morning when I woke up, I'll be honest with you. I kept saying I had a good team, but you didn't know from the exhibitions that games that regard. I didn't know it in the first half, but I keep saying at 7:39 mark, as a coach, there's always something that you know. You know at one time during the season, whether it's early or in the middle, you know when you got a good team or a bad team. You may not voice it to everyone, but I looked over to my assistant and I knew that, this guy's terrific. He's a good basketball player. And I'll say it again, tell me the 5 point guards in the country better than this guy. I want to see him. This guy's a tremendous basketball player. He didn't leave where he was at because he couldn't play. And so I think he's comfortable. He's playing with good players. And so we just got to keep working. Our chemistry has to be there. We got to learn how to close and some things. Although I thought, when they took the 5 point lead and they got the crowd into it, boy, we came right back and tied it up. And so again, we just keep working on those things. And again, I couldn't be more happy with the way we played.
Talk about RJ's performance a little bit. Got over 20, but there's a couple of, we'll say, ill-advised shots in there also.
Yeah, he took some, he took some what I call hurry threes. The crazy part of how you got to be careful with that with RJ, because if he makes them, he's going to get great shots. It's like the one he hit in the exhibition where he hits a 3 and a break. And so, one thing that I have learned with good players, you got to let them have a little freedom. And Ryan and RJ are our 2 best players. We only are going to go as far as those 2 guys. And so we try to give them some freedom inside of what we're trying to get done. But he took some couple shots, but again, he stayed with some things. Again, I think last year, the immature RJ comes out of here with 6 points in place here. I thought he did a lot of things. He led us again in rebounding. He got some deflections. The one where he rushed 2 threes, he got the rebound, and he got to put back. Again, just shows the maturity that he's getting. One of the things that I saw that I thought they did a great job really pushing and shoving him around. I thought his strength really showed. Last year he would have fell on the floor 25 times, but his strength was able to go. So there's some things he's got to do a little bit better. But when you got, RJ and Ryan Hero, we're going to be okay. And they got showed it tonight.
You mentioned Kurt's good game, 13-9 against that front court that you started up against tonight. Just talk about the confidence that you have in him moving forward.
Yeah, his block shots were timely. That's what was good. And he's another kid. We're a bunch of cast-offs. He came from USC and Kentucky, and I was a cast-off from wherever I came from. And we're just a bunch of cast-offs, and we feel like if we're going to put this thing together, we're going to be pretty good. And Manny came from, of course, Virginia Tech. So we got some guys that have been around. We got a veteran group, but they haven't all played together. So they're just trying to figure this thing out. I thought Kurt did a really, really nice job.
The defense against the 3-pointers from the elbow, that area there that Odom kept hitting, and then from the other side, the backbreaker with 1 of the 6 left. Is that a hole in the zone, or is there supposed to be responsibility there?
No, we talked a long time about what we wanted to give up in this game. We felt like to stay in the game that they had to shoot between 20 and 25 threes. We would hope that they wouldn't make a lot of it. They were just coming off an exhibition game where they shot them a quarter. They had wide open shot, play the matchup team, shot a quarter. So we felt like that was our best opportunity. We don't have the size to match them inside. So our game plan was to really take away the paint. Don't let them score the need the paint, and then we would let them shoot challenge jump shots. We still felt like there was too many jump shots they made. But again, for what it did, it kept us in the game. Although they made, I walked out saying that if Vanderbilt was going to beat us, they were going to have to beat us maybe a 3-point shot. And they did. So kudos to them. We talked about it for a whole week. And again, guys, if Vandy's going to beat us, they got to go about making threes. And boy, here's some big ones.
Any other questions? Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.